The story of Serene Branson has captivated the nation over the last week. The reporter for our Los Angeles station, KCBS TV, was covering the Grammy Awards, getting ready to do a live report after the show when something went terribly wrong.
Well, a very, very heavy divertation tonight. We had a very Darrison by, let's go to Terrace and look for the bit, the head of the pit.
That video went viral with many viewers asking if she was sick, others making fun of her misfortune. Branson has since been diagnosed with a condition known as complex migraine, and she's here with us to share her story. Welcome, Serene. How are you feeling?
Feeling much better, Rebecca. It's been a very busy week, but I'm a little tired, but feeling much more like my old self.
I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah.
Take us back to that night. You are going into this report about the Grammys. Did you know that you were in trouble?
Yeah, it started a little bit before the report, actually. About an hour before the live shot, I was in the live truck editing a piece. My vision was blurry, and I had a really bad headache, and I didn't feel quite right, but I just said, it's a long day, keep going, let's get through your live shot. And as soon as I opened my mouth for the live report, I knew something was wrong. I knew what I wanted to say, but I didn't have the words or the ability to say what I wanted to say. I wanted to say Lady Antebellum swept the Grammys tonight, and the words were just not there for me.
And you could hear your voice saying words that didn't make sense, that weren't saying Lady Antebellum swept the Grammys.
Right. It was a little surreal. I told my mother it felt like I was in a movie watching myself, and I couldn't change what was going on. I wanted to change what was going on and say the right things, but I couldn't.
You say these things. Then we see a package roll about your report on the Grammys, but we don't see you anymore. Take us through the moments that transpired after that.
Immediately after that live shot, as soon as I was off camera, I collapsed pretty much. I dropped the microphone. I had 3 photographers surround me and a field producer. They all surrounded me. I sat down right away. I started crying immediately because I was confused, scared, a little embarrassed, as you can imagine.
Of course.
And as soon as I sat down, I lost feeling in my right cheek as well as my right hand. They went completely numb. And I sat there with my photographers waiting for the paramedics to arrive.
And when the paramedics did arrive, they checked all your vital signs. What was going through your head at that moment? Did you have a sense for maybe what had gone wrong here or why you had gone through this?
No, I knew something medically was wrong with me. I knew there was something wrong with my health at that point in time. You know, I'd been working all day, I'd been tired, but I couldn't understand what exactly had happened. The word stroke never entered my mind, but of course I knew it was something severe because I still couldn't talk and I still didn't have my speech ability back.
And the doctors call it a complex migraine. It's interesting because you've now said your mom may have faced something like this previously, but you never would have known about it had you not gone through it yourself.
Exactly, yeah. I've had headaches throughout my life, but never really a migraine. That was the first one, according to my doctor, probably of that severe episode of a migraine, or migraine aura, as he called it. And my mom said, you know, I went through a couple of these episodes when I hit my 30s. And it is a hereditary condition, so it makes sense with what my doctors are saying.
What are your doctors telling you to do now? Because, of course, you are a reporter. This is your livelihood. This is what you do. This is what you love. Are you taking steps to be sure it doesn't happen again?
Yeah. Well, the good news is my doctor said this could have been a one-time thing. This could have been a bunch of factors coming together to have this happen one time. But they did give me some medication to keep on hand. If those symptoms do creep up again, I can take it and head it off at the pass. And obviously, now that I know what it feels like, I probably wouldn't make the decision to do a live report again.
So you do know, if you felt how you felt that night, you could pinpoint it and say, I know that this is about to happen again.
The feeling was so precise, I wouldn't recognize that feeling again.
How about the feeling now of being in the public spotlight? So much attention. You're on the other side of the camera now. I mean, you have the microphone in your face. How are you feeling about all that?
It's very surreal. It's been a very surreal experience. I like being on the other side. I like telling the story and not being the story. But the support has been fantastic, you know, and I know there's been some negative attention out there, and I've just tried to avoid all that and focus on my health and getting better and focusing on getting back to work.
Good for you. So you are focusing on getting back to work.
Yes, absolutely.
And do you think you'll be nervous when you go back?
I think maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. I'll need to get that first live shot under my belt, and then I think I'll be good.
Almost like your first time on a new job or something like that.
Exactly, yeah. Just get the first one out of the way, and then it'll be business as usual.
You've also had an outpouring of support on the flip side of it, the people who have come to give you their best wishes and hope. How has that felt?
I've had emails from Canada, New Zealand, France, and of course across the country. People just lending me their support, saying we're with you, we're praying for you, our best wishes for for your health, and people who've said, I have migraines that badly. This happened to me. The only difference is it happened to you on live television after the Grammy Awards. So, but they've been giving me their support and saying, hang in there. So it's been overwhelming.
Well, we're so happy to have you with us, and we're so happy to see you much improved. Serene Branson, thank you.
Thank you.